When was a narcissist in your life humbled to their core? My ex-husband Neil was the kind of guy everyone loved. He was a high school principal, gave these big speeches at town events about family and integrity, always had the perfect thing to say. Parents thought he was amazing. Teachers respected him. Meanwhile, he was cheating on me for 3 years with his secretary. When I finally filed for divorce, he didn't even flinch. He just started telling everyone his version first. At the grocery store, at church, at every parent meeting. Bridget couldn't handle my ambitions, he'd say with this sad smile. I tried to make it work, but she gave up on us. People would pat his shoulder and tell him how strong he was. Our daughter Camille was 15 when we split. Neil immediately positioned himself as her hero parent. He'd show up to her school events with flowers, post about her accomplishments on Facebook with long captions about being there for your kids no matter what. He told her I was too emotional, too sensitive, that I didn't understand her potential like he did. I didn't fight him on it. I just showed up quietly, helped with homework at midnight, drove her to writing club every Thursday, listened when she needed to vent. Neil was loud about loving her. I just loved her. When college applications started, Neil made it his whole personality. He told everyone at work that Camille was going to follow his path into education or maybe law. He had her whole future planned out in his speeches. I just helped her edit essays at the kitchen table and didn't say much. She got into a really good university on a creative writing scholarship. Neil threw this huge party and gave a speech about how he'd inspired her love of storytelling. I stayed in the kitchen most of the night making sure there was enough food. Then last month, Camille published her first short story in a national magazine. It was a big deal. The magazine sent copies to our town library. Everyone read it. It was called The Man Who Needed Everyone to Clap. It was about a father figure who smiled perfectly in public and said all the right things, but behind closed doors he told his daughter her mom was broken, who cheated but made himself the victim, who needed constant applause for doing basic parent stuff, who gave speeches about values he didn't actually live by. She didn't use Neil's name, but she described his office, his favorite phrases, the way he'd rehearse his concerned parent face in the mirror before school events. The secretary, he said, was just a friend. My phone started buzzing that afternoon. People from church, parents from school, everyone had read it, everyone knew. Neil showed up at my house that evening. I'd never seen him look like that. His face was red, his hands were shaking. He wasn't wearing his principal smile. Did you tell her to write that? He asked. His voice cracked. Did you feed her those lies about me? I went inside and grabbed the magazine copy I'd bought, walked back and handed it to him. I didn't tell her anything, I said. You inspired her, like you always wanted to. He just stood there on my porch holding that magazine. For once in his life, Neil had absolutely nothing to say. No speech prepared, no way to spin it. His daughter had told the truth in a way thousands of people would read, and he couldn't charm his way out of it. He tried calling Camille that night. She didn't answer. He texted her some long thing about misunderstandings. She replied with one sentence. It's just a story, Dad. Why are you so upset if it's not about you? The next week, 3 families requested their kids be transferred out of meetings he ran. The superintendent had a conversation with him about public image. His girlfriend left him. Camille called me the day after it published. Mom, I hope this doesn't make things weird for you. Baby, you told your story, I said. I'm proud of you. He's going to be mad, she said. Let him be mad. You wrote something true and beautiful. That's more important.